NXT for tonight, September 23rd, 2020. Overall, it was an important show, I guess you could say. It's helping to build up NXT Takeover 31, which is this takeover show they're doing on October 4th, which, before I get into anything else, well, for one, like, comment, and sub, do all that kind of good stuff. Also, it's cool to see the channel has ads now, that's pretty dope. But anyway, this pay-per-view, this takeover on October 4th, in my opinion, is, quite frankly, quite literally, the most random, poorly built, out of the blue takeover in NXT's history. I can't think of a takeover that's had less real hype or buzz going into it, because at the moment, we're 11 days away from the show, and does it feel like there's a takeover coming up? It just feels like a regular show. It doesn't feel like takeover anymore. And I guess it's a byproduct of NXT this year. Nothing really feels super special anymore, but I don't know, it's just disappointing to see. Like, NXT, it's just not as special as it used to be at all. So, yeah, anyway, we had this match, the Gauntlet Eliminator. This was the big talking point of NXT tonight. It went for 27 minutes. We had Cameron Grimes, Kyle O'Reilly, Kushida, Bronson Reed, and Timothy Thatcher. 5 guys who are the future, quote-unquote, of NXT, which, might I say, if these 5 guys are, like, the future main eventers you're trying to build up, your brand's not in good shape. I mean, I'll be honest, like, once again, if you're a fan of any of these 5 guys and you think they're awesome, totally fair enough. Out of these 5, Bronson Reed and Kyle O'Reilly are the 2 I like most. Bronson Reed, thick boy, I think he's pretty cool. And then Kyle O'Reilly, he has a bit of personality to him. I've seen that in segments and all that kind of good stuff with the UE. So O'Reilly has some personality, he's a good in-ring guy. So hopefully Kyle O'Reilly can bring something to the table. He won this match tonight. Some good back and forth action throughout the match. Went, 2 commercials? It was a good match. Like, it was a match which, if you had to watch, you wouldn't be bored to tears. It was good action throughout. Kyle O'Reilly wins. He does a stare down with Finn Balor. So we're getting Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor, a TakeOver 31 for the NXT title. Will Kyle O'Reilly defeat Finn Balor to win the title? No. But will they do some UE storyline? Probably yes. Probably going to split up the Undisputed Era. I mean, that's what it looks like they're going to do, because the Undisputed Era, they run their course in NXT, dude. They really have. The UE and the Undisputed Era in NXT, I've said it so many times. When Adam Cole was champion for literally, 13 months, and he was just holding the belt and holding the belt and holding the belt, the UE and the Adam Cole act just became stale. They got kind of exposed for having no real captivating point. They were just undisputed, which is apparently a character. So, yeah, Kyle O'Reilly's fighting Finn Balor at TakeOver 31 on October 4th. That's the biggest talking point out of this show. The other big talking point, they did the NXT Women's Championship #1 Contenders Battle Royal, where you can see the women on screen who are involved. Basically, it was your traditional type Battle Royal. The first 2/3 of it was boring. It's a Battle Royal. Like, the first 2/3 is always going to be pretty dull. It's just going to be people in the ring punching each other, faking as if they're going to throw someone out, but not actually getting them over, and then people get knocked out eventually. So, in the end, we had Candice LeRae eliminate Shotzi Blackheart. Personally, I thought Shotzi Blackheart would win this match. I really did, because, I mean, have her take on Io at TakeOver after what happened last week, I thought they were going to do that, but they didn't in the end. In the end, we had Candice LeRae win the match. So we're getting Candice LeRae challenging Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Championship at TakeOver. It's a rematch of their match at TakeOver Toronto 2 from August last year. That was one of the best women's matches, period. So hopefully that match will be good and carry TakeOver 31, because other than that, TakeOver 31 looks kind of as a show, it's probably going to have a bunch of good matches, but how much good matches can you really have before the show is really kind of redundant? So, yeah, hopefully you guys take my point there. This match happened tonight as well. We had Roderick Strong and Danny Burch versus Fabian Eichner and Raul Mendoza. Random as hell. Seriously, random as hell. None of these guys have any association with each other. 4 guys thrown together. Strong's in the UE. Burch is in a tag team with Lorcan. Eichner's in Imperium. And Raul Mendoza's just kind of there. So, they had this tag team match. Strong and Burch got the win. Afterwards, Strong kind of ditched Danny Burch. So, apparently we're getting We're getting Lorcan and Burch versus UE next week. And the winners face Breezango at TakeOver. Fine. The NXT tag team division is dead in the water. Speaking of divisions that are kind of dead in the water, the NXT North American Championship division, this whole thing is just Damian Priest being so sick. Damian Priest is so cool. Like, I'm going to say week in, week out, Damian Priest is what a pro wrestler should look like. Damian Priest acts like a wrestler. He's a guy who, if you turn on the TV and someone walks in the room who either doesn't know you watch wrestling or laughs at wrestling, they'll see Damian Priest and go, okay, it's not embarrassing what you're watching there. It's not like you walk in the room and you see Akira Tozawa getting beaten up by a ninja or eaten by a shark, like all this kind of stupid stuff you see in WWE nowadays. Damian Priest is legit. He's fighting Johnny Gargano, the simp, at TakeOver. I guess what the thinking is here from Triple H, here's inside the mind of Paul Levesque here. I think what they've done is they've seen, okay, TakeOver's coming up on October 4th. Damian Priest needs an opponent for the North American Championship. Who can we have him fight? What can we do? Who can we have him fight? He's kind of a babyface now. Who's a heel? Oh, Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano will put on a great match. He'll have a great in-ring match. It'll go 20 minutes. You know, reviewers will rate it 4.5 stars. It'll get good feedback. Easy. Don't have to build a thing. Just have a long match and that'll please them. That's basically what the Paul Levesque mindset is for this match. It's what the match is going to be. It's going to be a 20-minute great match. Hopefully, Johnny Gargano puts over Damian Priest. He really should. This match is like no build, so I mean, that was that. The rest of this show, nothing really else to talk about. We had a match with Damian Priest and Austin Theory. That was pretty bland, and that was really about it, because the opener and the main event, the number one contenders matches with the big talking points, Kyle O'Reilly and Candice LeRae getting the wins, and then the rest of the show was just dead filler matches. Bronson Reed had a match, and yeah, that was about it. Also, one other thing, there's like a mystery woman in NXT who's going to debut or return or whatever it is on October 4th, so potentially a big name's coming back to NXT. Waits to be seen. Hopefully it's something shocking, something surprising. I don't know. We'll wait and see. So yeah, that's been NXT for September 23rd, 2020. Overall, pretty good show. I'd say it was a good show. Like, it had some good matches. The main event I liked. The opening match was a bit dull. Battle Royals bore me to tears. But yeah, other than that, the show was kind of dull. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, on the drill. See ya.